Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. This is Starters Order 7 and our trip to America once more. That's House. And, yeah, some really good races this season. We got all the 2-year-olds with a grade 1 finally. We got Institute Spy, who's kind of taken over the back end of the season after having a lot of time off at the beginning part. And, yeah, Life Quest kind of running well and doing some nice stuff. So, pretty happy there as well. So, yeah, we got some good races. We're gonna start with Rainmaker, another 2-year-old that's been running really well, and our last remaining unbeaten horse. And we're taking a little risk here, really. It's a 7 furlong that might or might not work out for us. I don't know. Yeah, I like both of the parents here. Like Title Force is a good miler, Promise Princess is a good mile one. Very unlucky in some Triple Crown races. Remember last year that was a horse I felt could really do something. Or a couple of years ago, and Rainmaker just has lived up to that. I don't know though whether we are 7 furlong or a mile, but we're just gonna have to find out. I think it's just getting into it, really. Uh yeah, I know. Start to think, do we need jockey instructions? I mean, probably not. We probably just let it run. It's not a bad field of horses. We're probably the best. We are tipped. We look good. Everybody kind of looks good. Yeah, if we are a mile, then it would be good to challenge earlier, but we don't know. We haven't really tested at this distance, so I think we just go straight and see what Rainmaker can do then. This is the debutante at Del Mar, a 7 furlong Class 1 Grade 1 for 2-year-olds on the dirt track. And yeah, I think the other really good horse in this field is Kaylee Feline, the Grade 2. That's 1-2. Rosina has got good form. Beata's got decent form. Heather's got decent form. Both those with a bad run in the mix. But I've kind of got to fancy ourselves here. We don't get off to a bad start in the middle of the pack. It looks like Grace McBeth will go up on that near side to the rail into the lead. And the rest of us just all together then. Anieta Beata, Razi Heather, Hathamo Rosina, Kaylee Feline, Gara Double, and ourselves. We are on the outside, coming round the turn 2 from home. As we come onto the home stretch there, down then, final furlong. The run for home begins, half a furlong. We've got about a half length over Grace McBeth. The grey holding on strong and actually coming back a tiny bit at the end. Not the most confident or comfortable of wins, and yeah, I do wonder, does that maybe indicate that we are more of a miler than we are 7 furlongs? I'm not too sure, but pretty good win, really. We did everything we kind of wanted to do. We got up, we got another win. Sonia 115, I would have thought maybe would have climbed a little bit more, but yeah, okay. Decent maiden, solid 5 furlong, grade 3. A really good 6 furlong, grade 1. And then up to 7 furlongs and a nice win, but a tight win. I do feel maybe a mile, because Promise Princess was a mile to a mile, one Title Force was a mile. So I do definitely think that we were probably slightly off distance here, but yeah, I think this horse is going to live and die based on the potential it jumps for next year. I don't know whether it gains distance. It might stick at a mile. It might go up to a mile 1. I don't think any more than that. Triple Crown, maybe, probably not going to be my favorite. for those races, but yeah, very solid horse. And again, there's always room for a miler in my stables because they seem to be the most consistent winners in general. So, a pretty good win. A pretty good win at the end of August. And we keep that unbeaten record. Like I say, that's 4 runs for all of our 2-year-olds apart from Shy Prince, who, yeah, will be running the Futurity. And again, if they can max out their potential and gain a little bit more of, I was going to say reputation and rating is what I meant. But if they can do that, that would be kind of cool. And again, just very similar, a solid maiden, a decent little, well, instead of a 5 furlong grade 3, we went for the 6 furlong grade 1. And then, yeah, we just finished outside at a mile, which didn't fully suit. Now, I would say that Much Demure was a pretty good miler to a mile 1. And of course, Sweet King Braze was pretty much a mile 2. So, could rise to a mile 4. But, yeah, I do think this one is going to jump. And again, it's just filling up that potential and seeing what we do for next season now. So, can't hit everything else we want to on these 2-year-olds. It's just continuing to get through. Double, yeah, double is maxed, but isn't great. Mana Lurker still has a lot of room to grow, but also isn't going to be great. Needs a pretty big jump as a 3-year-old. A Mysterious Trader is also kind of in the same boat. So we haven't really got a superstar in the making for 3-year-old, I don't think, right now. So we will see. 2-year-old auction really shouldn't go to. Is there anything that stands out to me in any way, shape, or form? No, not really. Okie dokie. So, debutante. Another Futurity. Back-to-back days. Oh, not back-to-back days. We had a day off in the middle, right? 29th and the 31st of August. Trips to Del Mar. 2 2-year-olds, 2 grade 1s, 2 7 furlongs. Best horse, best form. Although, again, like there's a couple of horses here that have some pretty decent form too. We're not like blowing them away in any dynamic. And we're not actually going to be the favorite. The grade 2 lower rated is the favorite. I'm not sure I agree. Probably their form just a touch better. But we are both tipped twice. And again, the whole field looks good. And you know, as long as we look good, I don't think there's anything crazy about that for me. But Shy Prince will run. So yeah, we did just lose our unbeaten record, sadly, on this horse. But yeah, that was at a mile. We're coming down slightly to 7 furlong. I want to see what this kind of looks like and feels like. Does this fit or not? We're going to see. So the Futurity at Del Mar, 7 furlong, Class 1, Grade 1, 2-year-olds on dirt once again. And yeah, we're not the favourite, like I say. So it might be us and Minu Jota as the two kind of front runners in this. But it's a decent-sized field, and some of the horses in here look to be fairly decent, and it's always unpredictable. But we are camera side. We get off to a decent start. We're going to kind of all bunch together, though there aren't really too much separation. Looks like a front group is going. We're going to stay wide, it looks, for the turn. Tropical Ferrante, Karate Dice, Shea, Valentine. We got Klungnuska, Trevor, and Executive Kalinsky with us. Minu Jota is just there. Rosalind Auroras, Senate Stam, Astromancer, Gorge as well. And yeah, just the entire field just ran an even pace. Nobody broke. Nobody made a move. Nobody did anything. Everybody just held on the same pace the entire way around. Normally, I would expect that if everybody was like going full pace the entire race. So a pretty bad run, really, in 4th. It says we ran on. Yeah. Yeah, we were a little laid back in this race, but we came close. Just seemed like a better run than this in general. I don't know. We actually lose a rating point. So we did we did underperform. We are there with a potential. We can run again. So we might fill out that potential. But yeah, the system are definitely a high point. I mean, this could be the going a little bit, and we underperformed a little bit, and that could be kind of a mix there with the other horses running better than expected. But I really think a mile is where we want to be. I just feel a mile on both horses really are probably where we want to be. So, okay. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Poor performance. But we can kind of understand why to a certain degree and try and make sure that doesn't happen again. But yeah. Shy Prince. I had big hopes. I'm not gonna lie, I had kind of big hopes, and just these last two runs have kind of put him behind the curve because Double's got 3 wins in a row. Mana Lurk and Mysterious Trader, they also have those. And Rainmaker is perfect with 4 from 4. Shy Prince hasn't won either of the last 2 now. So yeah, I don't know. That was definitely the leader. Like I say, the first maiden win, we only had 2 of those out of our 5 that we've got right now, and then immediately got a grade 1. Hasn't really followed up on that. That's kind of interesting and kind of disappointing. It is kind of disappointing. We haven't quite finished breeding yet, but we should be very, very soon. But talking of breeding, ooh, 3 grade 3s, 117 rated. 7 of 36. It's not a great record. Australian sire. Yeah, you should just be a miler. You should just be a miler. How fold a grade 3? Who you fold that with? Glass granites. Okay. Huh. Yeah, that's an interesting one. A single grade 2 from a grade 2, a single grade 2 from a grade 1. What have you bred? Some okay average horses. Not a great field you ran against. You got a grade 2 under you. Grades on both sides. Money almost everywhere. And yeah, could be a multiple grade 3 winner. Don't know. I kind of fancy seeing what this one's all about. Just a little bit. Let's go to about 1.45. Yeah, that's where we top out. It's a 2 out of 5 wins and like a couple probably close runs. So at max potential, we're at like 82. Just speeds on, but yeah, it's a It's a solid horse, no more than that. Not really worth picking up, but kind of wanted to see. I did kind of want to see. Okay. Saratoga for Institute Spy. Yeah, also an interesting horse. Also a very interesting horse. So we ran at a mile. It didn't suit. And then we won at a mile. Not by a ton. Then we won quite well at a mile 1 and change. Then we ran okay, beating a couple of really good horses, really. Dynaformer Brother and Sophie's Pole, right? Those are actual good horses. And then we went to 1-2, 110 yards, and we couldn't make it that far. Didn't have the pace, ran well considering. Almost got that one done. We just got beat at the end. So I definitely feel we are on mile 1. I don't really think I can do a jockey instruction on this one. Got a lot of extra speed, a lot of potential filled. That confidence might kill us, really. Other than that, it should be a good horse, and it should be good at a mile 1. So I think we just have to let this one run and see what we do. We've got a lot of races, hopefully between now and the end of the season. Helstra Reband looks terrifying. Morley Valley looks terrifying. Apart from that, I'm not too worried. Sylphide we've seen a little bit. Isn't bad. Seems to perform better at like a mile 2 to a mile 4. Clash Fern Else looks really solid. Probably unlucky, to be fair, not to win the Whitney. Cara Blocker is out there doing some bits, by the way. But yeah, that looks like a decent horse and definitely in the mix at a mile 1. Molly Valley kind of terrifies me and is right on the money in terms of distance and everything. Really, really good horse. And Helstra Reband just joined the 1 mile club. Moving up from a mile, seems to be in between a mile and a mile 1. So it's probably okay at this distance. But those would be my 4 to worry about. So Risky More, I don't feel should make much of this. Lizzie Society could do. Definitely looks more like maybe a mile 2 runner. Or in between a mile 1, mile 2. Don't think it's a top horse though. And Sagamax Printer. Yeah. It's come close in a lot of the grade 2s as well, but again, kind of in between a mile and a mile 1. I do think we're on distance. We're definitely not the best horse, but I do think we've got a shot here. I think we've got a shot. I think, again, we just got to let it run. That's all we can do. Saratoga for the 1 mile, 1 furlong. Woodward, Class 1, Grade 1 for 3-year-olds on the dirt track. I think we got a shot, but we need a really good run, and that's not the best start. We are the dark horse for sure, but a late start before catapulting into the lead. We're just ahead of Helstra Reband and then Risky More on the outside. Back to Sagamax, the grey against the rail, to Molly Valley and Clash Fern Else. Lizzie Society close behind, and then Calambara Sylphide at the rear of the field. Everybody bunching up now as stalkers round this turn. It all depends on who goes first and who goes strongest, who lasts, who's got the run, who's got the pace. Down then on the home stretch, the final furlong fast approaching. Still in the lead, but Clash Fern Else, the horse that we did look at and say, my God, they do look good, is coming through. Helstra Rebound, someone who we predicted to finish really strongly, comes through. We take third, and Risky More just pipped by Sulfide into fourth. Molly Valley with a bad run there. I kind of expected a lot more from them. Didn't look like they did anything, but the Canadians came down and they were not playing today. A solid run. We gained 4 rating for finishing third. We're just about on our distance. Not sure that the going fully suited. I don't know. It's kind of impressive bloodlines. 130 rated 13 grade 1 wins. And 131 rated 16 grade 1 wins. Both of them 27 and 21 million prize money. And it does look like a good horse apart from that confidence. It just, there's something that doesn't kind of feel real or realized yet. There's definitely more to come. It's a good horse. It just needs something. It definitely doesn't like a mile 2. Mile 1. Didn't have the pace at a mile. I wonder if we're in between a mile and a mile 1. We should be close to a mile 1. Definitely don't think we're over. So that was the right race. It was a really, really impressive field, to be honest with you. Like Elsa, Rebound, I think are both fantastic horses. Like I said, Sulfide, we know all about. And Molly, we were expecting to be good and just wasn't. But yeah, solid, but unspectacular race from the 3 we kind of didn't pay attention to or didn't really care about. Didn't think they would be up to much. And we kind of got proven right in that in the end. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure where that puts us. I'm really not sure where that puts us with Institute Spy now. I just don't see anything but a mile 1. I don't know if there's something I'm missing, but it just feels... It feels like this is what we should be doing. That looks like a much easier field. Let's see if we take some of the competition level down. Can you do anything? I think that's got a suit, right? That's got a suit. Yeah, so you're a mile. You could be 7, you're likely a mile. You're a mile. Again, you could be 7, but I think you're a mile. And you ran on and struggled for pace and possibly suited, and I think you might be a mile. Are they all milers? Is that what we're kind of looking at here? Like double has low acceleration, but good start. Everybody else seems to have good speed and acceleration with lowish start. Chai Prince has the best start with good acceleration and pace. Institute Spy is a mile 1. Life Quest is a mile. Like, I'm just booking everybody at a mile. I'm just booking pretty much everyone at a mile. There are 8 races, okay. The summer, ooh, okay. What's that field like? Couple of foreign horses. Yeah, that's such a weird field. I don't know. I don't know. You can all still race, right? All these 4 should be good. Even double's good. Okay. Uh, the Talma in the summer. So I can book 2 there. If I think someone's got a bit of distance, I can go for the American Pharaoh. The other filly in the Newmarket Mile. And then I got Breeders Futurity. Or the Jean-Luc Lagardère. The Champagne. The Frizz F and Phillies. Wow, there's actually quite a lot at a mile. There's actually quite a lot at a mile. Don't really need to look at 7, but I can go hopeful. And just challenge earlier. So maybe Trader would be a good shout for that, because I think maybe I want to do that. Vincent O'Brien, do I want to run that on Mana Lurker and just go early? Dewhurst, the Criterium International at Longchamp. I think maybe I kind of want to book those 2 at 7 and run them normally. Shy Prince. We try in the summer. Double Natalma. And Rainmaker with that adaptability in the American Pharaoh. I think it kind of makes sense, and that's like not bad. It kind of sets us up for this month quite well, I feel. And then at that point, there's so many races coming thick and fast. I'll be able just to recycle through at a mile and pick up these extras. So 20th to 28th. So I think I give this race up because nobody's going to be rested enough. October 2nd? And double get a little over a mile. I don't think so, but maybe we could challenge later. Maybe we could challenge later. Yeah, that's not that. That's not what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. This for... Mine has got a tiny bit of adaptability. Yeah. I think I prefer Lurker in this. And we send Trader out to France. So Shy Prince would get the champagne. And the Mark Bushak might be too soon for Rainmaker. I don't know. If anyone jumps, there isn't a race for them. Unless it's the St. Cloud, which would have to be Rainmaker. So yeah, if they jump, even if they don't jump, we could probably have a run at it. It's an extra day, so like this might be another game day, and the fallback is to go to the St. Cloud Criterium. That might work for me. That might work for me. Yeah, because there's nothing else we can run, right? If we went down to a mile and we challenged earlier with Institute Spy, we could try the Woodburn Mile, the Shadwell Turf, the Moulin de Longchamp. If we challenged later, there's a chance we get the Jockey Club Gold Cup. That would be interesting for sure. But I don't think so. I think this is where we're at. I think this is a good mix of races, right? They're all grade 1. They're all tough. They're all what they are. But all the 2-year-olds have got 2 races each. Institute Spy's only got 1 right now. But again, I think a domestic grade 1 that's kind of more in our wheelhouse, maybe, might suit. And Life Quest is just booked out, so we just do what Life Quest needs to be done. And yeah, everybody has bread. That's cool. So unless we're putting, as I say, Life Quest, Rainmaker, and Double into the barn, and right now we need probably mid-November for that. For the first one. This is really tight. That's so tight. Okay. We're back to Saratoga. And we do have Mysterious Trader. Didn't win the first maiden, unbeaten since. Joint high rated. Form horse. Everybody's kind of in the same boat-ish. Ran okay at 7, but probably not fully our speed. It's a bit of a test again to make sure 7's good and a chance to fill up potential. Tipsters say Amathia Demore is the favorite. We look okay. They look, well, a couple of agitated horses. I think 3 agitated horses, but it's not us. So Okay, and in the rain, the hopeful 7 furlong Class 1 Grade 1 for 2-year-olds on dirt. We're back here again. Yeah, I don't know whether I'd make us favorite for this. I like us a lot. We've got an outside draw here. And off to a decent start, the whole field. And Amathea just inside us gets off to a good start. We're going to sit beside them in this pack as we all come into a line, pretty much apart from Pavilion Gala at the rear. We've got Tembridge Groove up in second, just off our race leader, the grey Dundane Gertie. Amathea moves up, we move up. Rigby in just behind against the rail, but it's the two of us now, and we both launch at the final furlong marker. We're both head to head. We are gaining ever so slightly, coming down the line, pushing through. Amathea, very much one of the favourites here, and tipped to oblivion, but Mysterious Trader made the call, got the right run, got up, hunted them down, and just had that little bit extra at that final furlong, and a little bit past that, really. But yeah, we just did really, really well. We got through. I think that is probably a good horse. Gonna mark her down. Looks like she might be more of a 5-6 as well. So she did really well there. But we move, 109 rating and back-to-back 7 furlongs. Triple spot on today. Yeah, I kind of don't know now whether the Lagardère would work. It might be worth trying. It might also just be worth challenging later on that race. Might be a game day. Might be another game day. We've just booked a bunch of races, and I think we might be calling game days on a lot of them. Friday sale, absolutely nothing. A little bit of lag there, but that's fine. Okay, Life Quest. We did rebound back. We challenged earlier at Ascot, I believe, right? No, at Goodwood, sorry, yeah. We didn't challenge earlier at Ascot, and we didn't win. We challenged earlier at Goodwood, and we did. I think it's tight, but yeah, we just have to continue in that vein. This could be a tough race. But I think we got out of a slump by challenging earlier. Kind of want to just set up to do that in this and kind of see where it takes us to. Kind of see where it takes us. We are tipped. We are favourite. We're looking well and very good. Goodbye Colony's a little lazy, as is Wafaya Sakri. Bush County is slightly agitated. But yeah, Diamalina Appeal is the second favourite and is a good horse and the second highest rated. Unless we mess this up, I think we take it. My worry is the draw. My worry is very slightly the draw. But we are here in Japan then, Tokyo, for the Victoria Mile. Class 1, Grade 1, 4-year-olds and older upon the turf. If it's not Diamalina Appeal, I don't really know where the challenge comes from. Goodbye Colony, maybe. But they didn't seem very settled in the paddock. So we got an inside draw. Are we going to get trapped against the rail? I don't know. We're off to a solid start. And Goodbye Colony on our inside. We are going to move into stalking position. And Diamalina Appeal does go to the lead. Thea Geneva just behind them. Bush County on our outside. Maybe even be blocking us off. Back to other horses. But we managed to step out ready for the turn. Bush Country just on our outside. Thea Geneva with us. We are going to take on Diamalina Appeal down the final furlong. We are going early. We are driving for this. Life Quest at the final furlong is about 2 lengths clear. Diamalina looks like they're dropping back. The field isn't really catching us. We look clear. We look free. Hand in the air. Life Quest takes it. Back-to-back wins. Running a jockey instruction to challenge earlier over a mile, and we do take it quite comfortably. Diamalina in second, Bush Country up into third. Not too shabby at all. A very comfortable win over what I think is a very, very capable horse. Capable horse is probably wanting a lot more distance looking at a bunch of things here. But, yeah. Yeah, 2 Americans came in. 1 came dead last. 1 came first. And that's 18? Yeah, 18 Group 1 wins. 20 overall graded wins. 130 rated still. We have not changed in oh so long. But it does mean we can pick 2. The Sun Chariot, possibly 1. The Empire Rose, the Raffles Cup, QE2. Don't know. I would say Raffles and Sun Chariot, probably the best 2 chances. Maybe the Empire Rose. Maybe. I just don't know. Yeah, we are closing in that 20 wins, though, for Life Quest at grade 1 level. Very, very happy with their journey so far. And let's get ourselves ready then. Mana Lurker definitely feels like a mile. Won really comfortably there, so this would have to be a challenge earlier, but let's go then to Ireland over to Cara. Find our race. There we go. The Vincent O'Brien. Yeah, 2 Aussies over. They're decent rating. We're all pretty much of a muchness. 105, 106, 107 with the best form. Neither one of those have won a race, and none of the domestics have ran a race. Tipsters, well, no surprise that Manlurker will be favoured. Couple could look fitter. We definitely look the best. So yeah, we're tipped, we're favourite, we're the best form. And we're on pace with the Aussies for rating-wise. But yeah. Kind of worried about a domestic. Don't know. So Cara Island. 7 furlong. I didn't put jockey instructions. The Goss Vincent O'Brien National. Like if that's killed us, that's killed us. Bit of a late start as well. The great camera side will go towards the front. Mana Lurker. There's nothing lurking about them. Very single on the inside. Back to She's Holly Star Polly. And then the rest of the field at the back. Everybody now, though, starting to make bits of a move. We're shuffling into position. Getting ready to go. And I think we are starting to push out. Fairly Single's going to drop back. The rest of the field in the mix. But Mana Lurker just cruising and stomping, clomping and going down the home stretch. Hand in the air for the jockey. Taking a very easy win. No jockey instructions needed. That's really nice to know. And it just looked so free and so easy. We never went against the rail. We just stayed on the outside, ran our race. Knew that nothing could hurt us at the distance. Track positioning wasn't really even an issue. But yeah, Fairy Single did pretty well. First race for them. And then Bounty came through. Couple more domestics and then Ornithologist doesn't look great. 111 rating. I knew we had to jump. I knew we had to jump 5 3/4 then over Bounty in Australia in its own backyard. And then we push them down into third. They're 7.6 back on us, but we won by 6.5 at 7 furlongs. Maybe not great fields. I don't know. But both of those are very impressive wins at big distances, both at foreign racetracks. 2 different distances, 2 different nations, 2 largely different fields. I'm kind of here for it. Didn't really jump in potential though, Manalurka. That could be the problem. Maybe Blooms as a 4-year-old, but right now I don't know if they step up at 3 years of age or not. But a very, very good run, a good win. And yeah, we'll kind of see what happens next year. But I really like these 2-year-olds. I just don't know if any are like supremely qualified in terms of their distance, in terms of their potential. Are they going to jump? None of them have a ton of cruising burst or extra speed, really. They're all kind of much of a muchness. They're all roughly the same distance, roughly the same potential, possibly going to be the same potentials as 3-year-olds as well. I'm waiting for a separation. I'm not really seeing it. But we're continuously getting some good results. I think that's all I can ask for. Really, that's all I can ask for, right? Yeah, nothing there. That Friday auction. And we got our double trip to Woodbine. Ooh, I'm nervous about these. You ran well enough. You probably wanted a mile, so yeah, I don't think jockey instructions either for these. Yeah, we're just heading to Canada, I think. Just rolling on through with more racing. Double and Shy Prince. Double up first. The only foreign horse. The only graded horse. The only rated horse. The overwhelming favorite. The only American in this field of unraced Canadian 2-year-olds. Tipped, but not across the board. We are very calm. It does look like El Nadim looking well okay. Interest looking well okay. Everybody else is either unfit or agitated. So even if we're very calm, this should be our race. And like I say, I don't think we need to adjust for distance. I think we just run the first of 2 today up in Woodbine, Canada. The 1 mile Natalma for fillies, Class 1, Grade 1, 2-year-olds upon the turf. The field isn't amazing. I know, yeah, this is Woodbine, so we are in the rails. We don't start amazing. We do sit at the back. There's a chance we get blocked off, of course. A hefty number of horses. We're led out by Miles Silks, and we've got Interest, Brianna, and Fame with us. We go well through the tracks, almost underwater at this stage, trying to get a little in to run. We do find our way up the inside and coming into the lead now, about 1.5 from home on the outside of Even Song Paid. Couple of others coming with us. Baramosia Fame, maybe. But we've got about 2 lengths at the final furlong marker as we zoom in and we zoom down the home stretch. Taking this by some distance. Double. Makes it trouble. Up Canada. Woodbine from the Talma. And that is a big victory in a bad field. Don't feel we proved anything. Don't feel we learned anything. But we will take the win. It is a big win. We jump up 6 points, so it was a good performance. We make sure that the Grayville race was not a fluke. 3 3/4 in a possibly not great field we don't really know. And then 7 3/4 in a possibly not great field we don't know. And then that rise, an extra 110 yards. Is that gonna be enough? Do we have what it takes? We will find out later, but yeah. That seemed really good. Big win. And then, again, laid back, top rated, best horse, best form. Yada, yada, yada. The only grade 1 winner. Another American coming up with us, a South African and French horse as well. And all the domestics, again, are unraced. We are tipped, but Autriche Luck also gets a little bit of love from the tipsters. They are very calm. We are very, very calm. We're both very calm. The other American looks good. The South African's carrying condition, as is half of the domestics, but half of the domestics look okay, and one is agitated. So, again, I feel like it's our race to lose, and our main rival and ourselves both very calm. Can we make it a double up in Canada? The Talma has been secured. Is the summer next? Another mile for 2-year-olds. Class 1, Grade 1 on the turf at Woodbine. This, though, is not just for fillies. It's for everybody. And Shy Prince runs. Again, a decent-sized field. We are inside the track limit again. Not in danger of getting blocked off right now. In the pocket, up in the lead right now. And Autriche Luck is just on our inside, actually. We are side by side with the French horse. Those yellow green silks. We seem to be gonna go a little early, though. And we are up and we are in space. And Autriche Luck falls back. Degrees is there, not coming through. Spell check power making some moves, but we just cruise on through. The field almost comes together as one. Gaston Degrees with a solid win over the field, but absolutely trounced by Shy Prince. Absolute monster races up in Canada against maybe not great, who knows, fields. But we will take it. We will 100% take it. Didn't fill up potential. Gained 4 points up to 110. A solid race. Nothing maybe more, but a solid race nonetheless. And we do keep winning with 153, with 3 races above the halfway point out of 300 career races. We've got 150 million in prize money. So almost each of those races on average is about just under £1 million each to us. On the season, we're well above 50%. We're 51 of 83, and we've got 23 million in prize money just this year alone. I feel that's absolutely phenomenal, to be honest with you. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. 2-year-olds we could buy. We don't need to buy. Don't really feel like anything looks special enough. Nothing at Friday. And that brings us to Rainmaker. So everybody's got to win in the last one, apart from Institute Spy, who I might run today. I might leave for next video. I'm not sure. This might be the last race, Santa Anita. We might go on that one more. But the American Pharaoh. I think we've got a challenge later here, right? We've got a bit of adaptability. I think we let it run. I actually think we let it run. We're unbeaten until we have an issue. I think we let it run. We are tipped. We are barely the favorite, but we are. We look okay. We got Cherry and Devious, who are a little lazy and calm. We got Sailing, who looks boiled over. I think we just trust it. We trust Rainmaker, that adaptability to make up the extra. And we're here, 1 mile, 110 yards, American Pharaoh, Class 1, Grade 1, for 2-year-olds on the dirt track. We should be favourites, and we should make it count. Off to a decent start on that far side near the rail. We just drop back into the pack. We've got Wiseman's Briscoe in the hole behind Vincentian, Ayotte, and Spoof Nebula is leading us out. We are amongst the leaders of the pack. We are not getting blocked off, and we are able now to start moving up as part of a group ready for the turn. We're going to go a little wide. Do not mind that at all. Into firing position. Coming round the turn at speed and then onto the home stretch. The straight beckons just over a furlong left, and we will be a length clear at the final furlong marker and driving for home now down the home stretch here at Santa Anita. Taking this with some class and ease and aplomb. Rainmaker takes it quite easily. Illusion with a late break gets in ahead of a lot, but we get the job done. Take the American Pharaoh. 5 out of 5, 3 Grade 1s, a Grade 3, and a maiden in a large field. That's kind of impressive. Kind of impressive. If we get some distance, especially with that adaptability, Rainmaker is just standing out as the horse that should be running a Triple Crown. If it doesn't gain, then you're probably looking at New Zealand. If it does gain, you're probably looking at America for the Triple Crowns. Maybe even both. Maybe following up with South Africa or France. I don't know. But I do think it's ahead of the curve. Running well with that adaptability kind of just makes all the difference. It just makes all the difference. And that's absolutely fantastic. But I think we will run one more. Institute Spy, second, third, hasn't won in 3. We are going to France. No, we're not going to France. We're going to Parks. Oh, I thought we were going to France. No, we're going for the Pennsylvania Derby. That's right. The 2-year-olds are going to France. In a weird set of circumstances. I normally don't do that. But these are just different. Yeah, Parks for the Pennsylvania Derby. We are joint favorite with Brooke Shields, a Grade 2. Then the other Grade 1 goer delayed. Did feel like this was a good field for us. It didn't seem like we're bang on. I wonder if we're slightly over a mile 1. Because that was slightly too far, and that was slightly over a mile 2. Didn't have the pace coming all the way down to a mile, and suited well at 1-1. I just feel maybe Institute Spy is a mile 1 1/4. Place your bets, have your say, comment section, if you believe that to be true or not. But that is kind of what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. And if that is the case, then it might be kind of dumb to do. But I've got nothing to lose. I'm going to challenge earlier, and we're going to watch this one play out. Pennsylvania Derby at Parks then. challenging earlier. I feel like maybe we're slightly above a mile 1, and this could be the sweet spot. Running at a mile 1 in the Pennsylvania Derby, as we say, the Class 1 Grade 1 3-year-olds on the dirt track here at Parks. Go Adelaide is decent. Brookshield Esther is also decent and will be the favourite. We are right in the mix. Outside draw and off to a decent start. As I say, third, second, and third has not won in a while. Will go out in front of Hearth, Dudley, and Father Boro with Publisher Beast. Is it Theory? Granite, it's open. Go Adelaide, Brookshield, Esther, and Layla Potential at the rear. Half a mile to go on the back stretch, starting this turn. Hearth, Dudley, Father Boro start to look like they want to make some moves. Couple of horses coming from deep, but we do have a decent lead coming in then to the home stretch, off the turn and driving now for home. Final furlong marker, nobody is in sight. An Institute Spy is cruising along, but here comes Brookshield Esther, here comes Layla Potential, Goa Delay, they are all there, but none of them are going to get close. Institute Spy will take it. They got out to the front, they got clear, we challenged earlier, they drove out to the line, down the home stretch, and took their first win in 4. Think we got that right. Slightly over a mile 1. And with that jockey instruction, just got ahead of the gang, didn't look back, pick up the victory. Like I say, the first win in 4, and pretty dang comfortable. I love that. Absolutely love that. Good horse, good run. Up to a 123. Third Group 1 win. 5th Group win overall. And that's kind of what we needed to see. That's kind of what I really wanted to see today. And a fantastic way to end the video. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know. 155 out of 302 for the career so far. We're going to break 151 easily this season. And 53 out of 85 so far this season. Life Quest is up next in what might be their 19th Grade 1 win. We do need to book Institute Spy another run at either a mile 2. The Jockey Club's too close. Let me have a look at a mile 1 quickly. Yeah, I didn't think so. So it would be a mile 2. The Gold Cup is too soon. The Champion Stakes or the Tennis Show. Have your comment section say about that too. Just let me know on those races. But yeah, what a journey. Thank you for being a part of it. I hope you enjoyed. If you have, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. Check out the other playlists available on the channel and the memberships. But the 2-year-olds look great. Shy Prince, little stumble, but looks like they're back. Double after a bad early start is now flying. The rest are going. Institute Spy, maybe we've just solved the distance issue. We know kind of where he wants to play now. And Life Quest, after a little stumble, is back up and running. Could be very close, as I said again, that 20 Grade 1 win. So let me know how you feel. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care, stay safe. All the very best to each and every one of you. I'll see you very soon.